Hello. Okay. I'm doing more scripting things. Wait. So I have a bunch of like example scripts. I've written a bunch of scripts just for testing. But then occasionally I'll write a script, and then I'll keep writing it, thinking actually I can actually include. So probably this list of like random scripts that I'm writing is going to get really big eventually. But I just have them in this little sub menu here at the moment. But I wrote this script the other day. This is what the sample sounds like. So this is just creating, it's like a granular effect. That's what it sounds like. This gives an idea of, I guess, how fast the scripts are going to run. So I've been thinking about changing from using Lua 5.4 to Lua JIT, as somebody commented that in a YouTube comment a while back. But this runs pretty quickly. You can get a sense of like how fast this script is running. If I change it to just use 2 grains at a time, and then multiply by 10, it really is just like takes 10 times longer to render it. And then if I change to using Lua JIT, it presumably, like the slowdown really does seem to be the fact that I'm processing like 10 times the number of grains. So the slowdown is coming from the Lua interpreter. It's like this loop that happens wherever it is. It's this loop. It's not like, because there's a bunch of places where it's just calling back into C functions. Anyway. Oh yeah, so I want to, okay, there's a bunch of things I need to fix. First of all, when I have an external editor open, normally if you want to edit the script, you would right click here and go edit script. And it's the first item on the context menu. And I keep making this mistake where I've got the external editor open. I don't want to allow you to also, if the external editor is open, I don't want to allow you to also edit it here. So I just remove that item from the context menu. But then I make the mistake of, I forget the external editor is open, and I think, oh, I want to edit the script. So I open the context menu and try to start editing. So I just, muscle memory, I just select the first one on the context menu, and now it's listing, which is something completely different. So one thing I want to do is keep that item in the context menu, but just like disable it and then write some explanation of why it's disabled, like in the item there. That's the first thing. The other thing is, so I have a windowing function here. I probably want to like create a library of window functions. This is like a really basic window. I have this function. This is like a conversion function. This is basically what this is doing is, this is a really common function in granular synthesis, where it's basically converting a pitch to an FF. I think I got this terminology from Reactor when I used to work in Reactor, but it's basically FF is frequency factor, which is basically, it's how fast we're traversing the sample data depending on the pitch you want to play it back at. So a pitch of 0, like a pitch offset of 0 is 1, or a pitch offset of -12, like 1 octave down, is 0.5 because to play it, if you play at half the speed, it's one octave down basically. A pitch offset of plus 12 would be 2. So that's what it's doing. So I'm going to add that to the scripting API, so you don't have to like write the Lua code for it. And there's probably going to be a bunch of other conversions that I want to add. The other way around for this as well, the FF to P. Amplitude factor to decibels and all that stuff as well. But yeah, the window stuff, I guess there's going to be a bunch of different like window modes. Like instead of this, there would be like a built-in window function. I guess you would pass I could just create separate functions for all the different types of windows. So this one would be called something like window linear or something like that, because it's just a basic like triangle window. What happens if I do like 100 grains? It's going to take a long time to bake it. But yeah, upgrading to Lua JIT should speed this up by a factor of about 5, I think, if I'm understanding the benchmarks that I've looked at. Maybe more than that, I don't know. I'd have to try it to find out, really. Ah! Alright, Richard Devine. Anyway, so it's just like random scripts that I've written for testing, but it's cool to just like dump a bunch of random scripts in here and have people discover them. The sine wave actually has some documentation trying to explain a few things. So it's the sine wave was like supposed to be a simple script that can also act as a little tutorial on the basics of scripting. So let's sort out this context menu problem, because that keeps tripping me up. Let's put some music on. Script, edit script. So this is going to be, if it is a script, type script, add edit script item, and I'll pass more information in there. What is menu? Is that a pop-up? What's that thing? So if it is editing script, this means it's editing in Blockhead, so then we don't add it. Add item, menu, edit script. Then we change stuff about it depending on, so if is external editor open. Something like that, yeah. So we disable it and then we add a tooltip. Okay, Copilot just figured out exactly what I was doing there. So, script external editor open. Yeah, can't edit script because external editor is open. Script is being edited in your external editor. Oh my god, come on. There we go. Then we need to open Godot to import that string.
Still I fall in love so easily.
Guess I should write, if people are going to like discover these scripts, maybe I should help out a little bit by writing some comments. I also wrote this one. Jumbles up the input buffer by triggering random grains. Oh yeah, the other thing I need to do is, so array indices in Lua are 1 based, but these API functions that I've added, such as setFrame and getFrame, for reading and writing audio data, these are 0 based. So where I'm doing 0, 1 here, this is the left channel and right channel. To be consistent with Lua, I probably want that to be 1 and 2. And then I would convert it in the scripting layer. And this frame should be 1 based as well. So I mentioned in this script, I think, yeah, frame 0 always corresponds to the left hand edge of the block, whereas instead it should be frame 1. So I need to, I think I already made a note of that. Yeah, here. Can't remember what I was doing. Oh yeah, the context menu. So, edit script. We open an external editor. There we go. Perfect. That's good. That's done. Scripting stuff. Alright, let's just add a bunch of functions. I'm gonna give it this short name. Maybe I shouldn't. Let's be consistent with this, I guess, and say pitch underscore to underscore ff. And then the other way around. I could have multiple possible names. Just looking at this mess of metaprogramming up here, is it trivial to just add the ability to have multiple names for a function? Like aliases. I think I'll just do it like this for now. just want to make the inverse of this. I just want to make it like not really tedious to write scripts, and having like really long function names can sometimes make things tedious. So having these short aliases could be nice. Do I have anything in here? Peter FF. I love this one. Okay, now I should be able to eliminate this. Check it still works. Cool. Right, the window stuff. I need to decide how I'm doing it, because I was imagining maybe I don't know, because Lua is so flexible. I don't know what the best. I don't think there's like any idiomatic way of doing this kind of thing. Basically, I want to have different window modes. Let's just do it as different functions. This stuff I know is going to change anyway, constantly. Especially once people get their hands on it and they start giving me feedback and suggesting things. So window basic, I'm going to call this. Window basic. Pause. Should call it P1 because it's Lua and everything's one based. These strings here are just documentation, basically. If you try to call the function with the wrong arguments, then it uses this information to give you an error message, or to print the signature of the function at least. Actually, let's call it window linear. I will do some other. This I don't know. Actually, window quadratic for the curved variant. The thing is, this would just be implemented in terms of this anyway, so you'll just go like, there'll be something like quadratic, ease in, out, quadratic. You just wrap it like that. So actually I want a library of easing functions as well. Maybe you should start modularizing this stuff. So it'd be something more like ease dot in out. Ease dot quadratic. That would be like a constant. I just don't know, because I don't think there's any idiomatic way of setting this stuff up, because Lua just is it's so flexible. You can do whatever you want. You can structure things however you want with Lua, which is like a blessing and a curse, because it means if you've used Lua before, it might not necessarily help you in terms of expectations of how things are structured. So the alternative is just have a separate function for each possible thing. Ease, in, out, quadratic, like that. Maybe that's better for now. Maybe that's best to do that for now, and then I can change things in the future. Just be really verbose and have a separate function for every possible thing. I don't know why my neck is hurting so much. Like my chair is not adjusted properly. It like sank down slightly. I have a library for this stuff somewhere, but I don't remember where it is. Is it in this stupid library here? Ease. Yeah, it is. Is there a way to write this without the branch? Someone leave a comment if there is. I'm not going to figure it out. Presumably that would be more performant, right? Although the C++ compiler will probably figure that out if it is. So Wait. Oh, this was a bug, wasn't it? Isn't this supposed to be... Oh, I had a bug in the window function. This should be inverse alert from here to here. Oh, interesting. Yeah, that was a bug. I probably don't need the clamp then in that case. Let's try it without the clamp. Sounds good. It's supposedly more correct now. Oh, I just want to check, is the syntax lighting working correctly for that? Yes, the green ones are supposed to represent functions that are provided by Blockhead. Oh yeah, I need to document all this stuff that I've added.
Balance.
Let's
Difference.
see.
Flat. Oneself. Balance.
Every time I do this, I get annoyed by the fact that you can't read. Maybe I should just do it locally instead. Do I have this locally?
Balance.
I don't think I do. Let's clone it.
Flat.
Script. Oh. Oh, it's part of the wiki. Right.
Balance.
How to get her wikis work.
Flat. Oneself.
I guess I can't edit this wiki locally, huh?
Balance. Balance.
I don't understand what this is telling me. Oh, I have to install some Ruby thing, do I?
Balance.
What? No. Oh my god, I don't think it's possible.
Balance. Difference.
Stupid.
Flat. Oneself.
Oh, what am I missing? Clamp, copy buffer. This is, okay.
Difference. Flat. Oneself. Balance.
I don't know how to describe what this does.
Flat.
Um, everyone knows what this does. Just a easing function.
Difference.
FF to pitch.
Flat. Oneself. Balance. Difference. Flat. Oneself.
The best way to describe what this does is to just write out that table. So e.g.
Balance.
Um, 2.5 becomes -12. 1 becomes 0.
Balance. Difference.
2 becomes
Flat.
plus 12.
Balance.
How does that look? Very bad.
One touches the other in order to feel each other's thoughts. In this way, our minds were locked together. Minds locked together. Minds locked together. Minds locked together.
Do like that instead.
Minds locked together. Minds locked together.
Freak to pitch.
Locked together. One touches the other. In order to feel each other's thoughts. In this way, our minds were locked together, so that at the proper time, we would both be drawn to Kunut Khalifi. Kunut Khalifi. Minds locked together. Minds locked together. My eyes are flame. My heart is flame. I burn. Burn, burn. Burn. My eyes are flame. My heart is flame. Burn, burn, burn. My eyes are flame. My heart is flame. My eyes are flame. My heart is flame.
G seeds frame window. Wait, did I add clamp already? Yes. Okay, window linear. Means value from how do I describe what this does? With an image, probably. That's the best thing to do here. That's too big. Nope. Should be big.
Tell you what, your dinner costs the same as those other dry dog foods.
Real meat protein at a really good price. It's still just a burger and fries.
I don't know if I can copy paste into here. Let's try it. Wow. Okay, I have to give them kudos. As much as I complain about GitHub, the fact that you can just Control V that. Oh, I forgot they changed MS Paint.
Big part of your life. Part of his life. Clear, happier lives.
And merge down. Merge down. Right. Everyone understands what that is, right?
Real meat protein at a really good price. It's still just a burger and fries.
There should be a number between big and end.
Clear, happier.
There's a ray between.
Plays more music.
0 and 1. Okay. Wait for people to complain about how bad the documentation is before I improve things. What else? Oh yeah, the script icon. Yeah, so it looks really weird at the moment when the lane is not expanded. So it's just a big rectangle, blank rectangle. It's only when the lane is expanded you can see what the hell is going on. So I was investigating these icons, the way that I'm doing these icons. See, that's also not there when the lane is contracted. I only render it. And then for manipulators, I draw this sort of semicircle as an indicator that this is a manipulator to just distinguish it from everything else. But anyway, the code for doing these icons is really old now, and I need to think about, do I want to also show these icons when lanes are contracted like this? I don't know. For scripts, I definitely do. I need to think about how I'm doing these icons because it's a bit weird at the moment. It's probably time for a rethink. I think it's part of the front plate. I have this thing called a front plate icon. No, that's not it. That's the locked indicator, which is when this is locked. I do that. Where's the icon drawn? Backplate? I don't think so. Where is it drawn? Oh, it might be in the... No, it can't be. I don't know where... I don't think it... Oh, is it in Blink Control? Blink Control. This one. Oh, this is where it comes from. Yeah, this is very old code, I can tell by the way I'm doing things. This is not the way I would do things today. So that only shows up when the control is visible. Interesting. I need to think about icons. For script blocks, I only want to show the icon when the lane is expanded like this. You can tell it's a script because there's text everywhere. When it's not expanded like that, I just want some indication that it's a script, maybe just in the corner. Just draw a little script icon. Hmm. So how do I do that? Because I'm going to end up with like 5 different ways that I'm using to render these icons. It's just something that needs to be refactored at some point. Maybe I don't know. What's this thing? If I draw an icon on this layer, where's it going to end up visually? I don't really want to do that, actually. If it's like really zoomed out, I wouldn't want to draw the script icon. It's only when it gets to a certain point. So it's when the front plate is visible, I think. Front plate is currently for... Yeah, it's that. It's the difference between that and that. That's when the script icon would show up. So I could do it with the front plate, but the front plate is so weird. It uses this weird component system that I cooked up. I think I need to eat lunch and then come back to this, actually. Yeah, I am definitely going to do that. And one base indices needs to be done as well. Oh yeah, I need to fix these bugs. Yes. And this one. Okay, I'm not even doing anything right now, I'm just thinking. Did I fix this? No, I didn't.